Hey, what's going on, everyone? And we are back. And as I promised, at least 2 videos a day. And I finally got some good lighting from the outside. I know my lighting is not the greatest. I'm working on that. But I think I've learned that since I made so much progress, I think, sorry for the background noise. That's my kids in the back, but don't use the kids as an excuse. It's been a lot of the times I've been focused on a lot of the equipment that I've had, right? And sometimes the person that's, ahead of you, as we say ahead of you, but everybody's at their own path at their own time. But if you have a hunch or something you want to start, we kind of focus on everything but the quality and the skills you have and what you have to offer. We focus on everything on the outside except what we have inside. For example, you want to start making some videos, you want to start making some podcasts or whatnot. You focus on all the tangibles that have nothing to do with your quality. If you have something productive or something very, very, I would say, powerful to share with the world's not gonna care what camera you have or what microphone you have or what office you have. It's all about what value you're providing to others, right? So as for me, I used to focus on, I don't have the right camera, the right equipment, I don't want to start. But since I said forget that, I'm just gonna start with whatever I have. The quality could be better, but I've gotten so much feedback and so much results in just starting. And I said it in my other videos, but I wanted to reinforce it today because I had a lot of my associates here saying, "Oh, your camera should be better, and your camera is not the greatest." And then I was okay, that's fine. I like the input. You gotta admit it. You have to take in the feedback. You cannot just deny it and say I like to get feedback because that is where you're able to gauge yourself. But take it lightly because it's an opinion. But at the same time, give them their respect. So a lot of us, I think, have what it takes, but a lot of us think of, I don't have the right material, the right equipment. And being a guy that's played a lot of sports, I think my analogy to that, because I always like to make analogies, and a lot of guys say, "Oh, whatever, man." Have you ever, growing up, I played a lot of sports, and the funny thing was, I don't know if anybody here can relate, but a lot of the guys, that were I used to play a lot of baseball and basketball, but baseball for the most part, and growing up in New York City. But the guys that had all the equipment, right, and they had the wristbands, they had the expensive batting gloves, the expensive cleats, even they had the pack of sunflower seeds, the bubble chew, what else? Expensive glasses, even that under eye, I forgot the name of it, but the under eye patches for the sun. The awesome glove, they look sharp. Sometimes, well, for the most part, if I'll be honest, for the most part, they were not the most talented. If anything, they probably didn't have any talent at all. And then the guys that you would see that would come with have to borrow somebody's glove, probably come with sneakers or cleats that were not matching, and they look like they just really didn't have the means, and they were just playing because they loved the game. It was the best player on the team. So, if I look back in hindsight, I can understand that if you compare it to now to life and to your business, your talent or your gift has nothing to do with your material, whatever equipment you have. Of course, that enhances it, but it doesn't make you better. If you suck, sorry to say that, but if you suck, the material's not. The equipment is not to make you better. If you're great, you're great without the material. Without the equipment. You're great without it, and people will still, gravitate towards you because that is who you are, what you have to offer. Your equipment will make you better, give you a better, quality, but it's not gonna make you you can't say that my content is good, but it'll be better if I make a better quality. No, it's if you have a message to portray, if your message gets through and it resonates with a lot of people, they don't really care what kind of equipment you have, you know. But if your message sucks and there's no type of value, no type of connection with the people or with your audience, you can have a $20,000 camera with an awesome microphone and awesome editing features or whatnot, and it doesn't really resonate with anybody. It could just be a great video, that's it, but it's not gonna be adding value. So that made me kind of start my channel and just really focus on it without having all the editing apps and all these things. I really just wanted to keep it raw, because I really believe that my message is something that we all can resonate with, and you guys can hone in and take it, and whether it's a bunch of noise in the background, whether there's people walking in, you know that it's coming from me, and you can resonate with the message. And I feel that it does, because I feel like I've been where everybody is watching. I've been there, I've done that, so I can kind of connect with a lot of individuals that are on the same path. So, you know, I think that was the analogy for me, stating that just go ahead and just don't think about like what kind of equipment you need to start a certain endeavor. You know, any business you want, most of the time it's already been done. You just follow a little bit guidance of a couple of, I could say on YouTube you can get a couple of how-tos and just start on your own and build your own stuff, because it's your like project, it's your baby. I call it my little baby, right? And you're the ones gonna be molding it. You know, everybody has their own, you know, way of doing things. And yes, some might give you ideas and better ways of doing your stuff, but that is the way we get lost, because we start seeing these successful guys that are doing it by the hundreds of thousands. They have an awesome, you know, production and teams and all these type of casts they have with them. But you know, when they started somewhere, just like you did, like I did. We all start somewhere. So we have to focus on what we can bring right now to the table, and when we get to that level, then you'll be able to obviously enhance your output. But right now, just put it out there, and you know, and hope that you can resonate with a lot of people, and your name can be recognized, and you can start making some leaps. But until you believe in yourself that you can do it, and until you actually put yourself out there, you won't be, you know, making the impact you want to make. And on my Instagram, you know, so I've been growing my account. It's funny because it's just something that I felt like I wasn't, of course, my negative self-beliefs, I felt like had nothing to add value to the world. But as I've been just expressing myself on my accounts, I've been getting a lot of feedback, a lot of, you know, input, which I thought it wasn't going to happen, but it's just something that I just felt like I should do, and it's happening. So I posted, like, you know, when I was growing up playing sports, like, I would rather be on the field and like be horrible, like this guy sucks, than be in the bench and watch from the bench and be suck and like not do anything. So I would rather fail on the field and like, you know, if I was playing basketball, guys would just dominate me. It hurt like hell, because you hate to be like bad and fail at something you want to do good at it. I think that's all of our fears, that we don't want to fail at something that we love so much or we care for so much, like that's the last thing you want to do. But I think once you can live up to that or hone that, then you surpass that next level, and you learn from the failure, and you can actually overcome it, and you can actually become better. And me growing up, my baseball was my passion, and basketball as well. I love basketball, but unfortunately, because of my height, I'm not gonna say that's a belief, I guess, yeah, belief. But I was better at baseball, and growing up, you know, in the beginning, I was really bad. I'm talking about really bad, and I was always chubby, so I couldn't run, and I couldn't really throw. So actually, I could throw, but I couldn't run. So, and I wasn't athletic at all. So I was a catcher, and I was like, in Little League, catcher is probably the most heavy set kid, because he doesn't have to move much. He just has to squat and just catch the ball. So I was really bad at catching, really bad. I had some good coaches. I learned my first year, I was horrible. And then that winter, I really focused with my coaches. They really focused on helping me out and then, you know, and honing my skills. And I was always a big kid, so I had the power. So I was able to get the contact and you know, and be able to hit the ball. And once I started making contact, the ball just started flying. Like, I was hitting the ball far from my age. And when the coaches saw this, they worked me a little bit harder. Coming to the next year, I was one of the top players on my team. And I made the all-star team, and then from there, just kind of, you know, like a ripple effect that just became better every year, better and better. By the time I started playing, I was around 10. By the time I was 13, I was already a better developed player than a lot of 13-year-olds. And the thing was, I was just practicing, and I was being sucked at it for a long time. So understand that whenever you start any type of business, even myself, even whatever we have right now, you know, you're great, but you're gonna suck. You know, you're gonna suck for a while. And that's the difference between the person that excels and the person that just gives up. You know, you're gonna hone the fact that you're not really good. You're gonna have to learn as we go and take the experience and understand that, you know, certain things might not turn out the way you want it to be. So you might have to, you know, turn it around, take another avenue, whatever it is, but stay focused and be, I would say, persistent in the fact that rather be horrible playing the whole field, be part of it, than sit on the sideline watching other people do what you want to do, and just start, and you're from the sidelines criticizing, you know, making all these judgments, but you're not really acting on part in your stuff. So as they're failing and learning, you're still here just watching. So who do you think is gonna have a better advantage when it comes to like 3 or 4 years on the line? They're gonna be learning all the things you're not gonna start. So go out there, even if you suck, you know, and admit it to yourself. You suck. Like, I suck. It's okay. You'll get better. The only way you're gonna get better is by going out there and playing in the field. And as for me, as for you, as if you talk about sports, the basketball player that he has to take shots every day. I think it was Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan took a bunch of shots per day, and they got better as they went. They didn't just show up to the court and they were just, you know, God-given talent. They had talent, but they had to practice. They had to work on it. So if these people that are greats, you know, did that, so just go out there and take it as a learning experience. You know, good or bad. And just, I think is we have to come to a realization and awareness that it's part of it. This is all part of it, and you know, we get better as we go. So trust the process. And again, guys, everybody that's giving me the support, thank you so much. Thank you. You know, it was just a vision. It was just a dream of mine, and it's something that I did not know it would magnify this fast. But thank you, and let's keep on growing. And I wish you guys the best for this year. 2019, here we come. Take care. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Take care, guys.